Welcome to Eastern France. Why are we here? It's all about the bugs and the bug life. And a fun fact for you is that the food coloring in Coca-Cola, yeah, it's made from bugs. All right guys, so now it's time to go meet Anaïs. We're going to Ynsect, and I'm gonna be putting insects in a burger, so stay tuned, you don't wanna miss it.
More than 2 billion people and 80% of the world eat insects as a regular part of their diet.
All right guys, I'm creepily crawling Anaïs. Why bugs?
Our co-founders decided to create Ynsect to breed insects for animal and human consumption. We chose a small beetle called the molitor beetle. It contains 72% of protein and it has good health benefits for humans and animals. Nowadays, farm-raised fish, the fish that you eat every day, are fed with fish meal. 1 in 4 boats in the world fish to feed farmed fish. We have a substitute for fish meal.
I think it's time to go into the hive of these insects.
Yes, of course.
All right,
Let's
guys, follow
go.
us.
Do you even lift? Insects have more protein than animal meat.
Okay, now we're in the control center.
So here you are in the vertical farm part. In each pallet there are insects and the robots lift the pallets, which allows us to feed them with wheat bran, an agricultural co-product. We decided to raise our insects in vertical farms to use fewer resources. We use 100 times less land and 45 times less resources than any other farm. For example, to produce 2 pounds of beef protein, you need 22 pounds of feed. For an insect, you need 2.6 pounds of food to produce 2 pounds of protein.
Well guys, you're learning all about it, but I think we're not done yet.
Now we're in the laboratory to ensure that all the insects are doing well. We have the little larvae, and here we have the 11-week-old larvae. These are the ones that we're going to transform into human food. They have the most protein and the most oil. This is a nymph. It's the equivalent of a butterfly's chrysalis, so it doesn't move, it's in a cocoon. They're going to need a lot of energy to turn into an adult, and that's why, just before, we transform the larva. And so here we have an adult molitor beetle. And so these ones, they're going to be the breeders. We keep about 5% of the larvae, just like that, to make them into nymphs and adults that will lay eggs, and make mini larvae, large larvae, etc.
Can I touch?
You can touch them.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go. Earlier we saw the flour and the oil, but there's also dung, which is like a very dry powder. We make pellets from it, and we make fertilizer that you can use as an organic fertilizer that has the same yield as a chemical fertilizer.
This is really, really cool, but we're not done yet. Ah!
Robert Downey Jr. is a major investor of Ynsect. There's even an Ynsect reference in the Avengers Endgame movie.
You thinking about lunch? Getting a handful of crickets?
All right guys, this is what actually grinds all the insects up. There it is, you see the powder there. And so this is gonna be for the fishes and everything else, but also the other product, oil. So have you ever heard of insect oil? It's crazy, but I can't wait to use it. Okay, so you saw all the products. This is an insect burger, but it's time to cook it. Thank you so much for showing us all about insects. So what do you think about this insect burger?
It's beautiful.
Make sure to share, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.